Really?
I don't. It's like kind of tight on his face, so it's like weird.
From the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex on the campus of the University of Mount Union in Alliance, Ohio, you're tuned in to Mount Union Purple Raider basketball here on 91.1 WRMU and the Mount Union Athletics live stream. Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Saturday night of Mount Union Purple Raider men's basketball. Brendan DeVinny here with you alongside Jacob Butar as the number 2 team in the nation, your Mount Union Purple Raiders, welcome the 0-1 Otterbein Cardinals for their just 5th game of the season, and Otterbein's just 2nd game of the season. Jacob, this past week the first national rankings came out, and due to the pandemic and the fewer amount of teams playing in Division III, D3 only doing a top 10 in the country, not top 25, but doesn't matter. Raiders still number 2 in the country. This is the highest that the program has ever been ranked.
And the Purple Raiders last night, Brendan, really proved why they were number 2 in the nation. They've been missing Braden Poole. Braden Poole was out last night. He's going to be out tonight as well. But they still had great depth from every position, really. Colin Gurley led the squad with 24 points. Ethan Stanislawski a double-double with 13 and 10. Logan Hill with 10 and 11. And not to mention the freshmen coming off the bench right now. Jonah McCartney, Christian Parker, and Adam Cheney all having strong games last night off this bench. Really, this is just an incredibly deep Mount Union team. It's unfortunate we're not going to see them in a tournament this year, but definitely they have a great chance at winning the OAC Conference Championship.
Yeah, taking a look at the top 10 in the nation, Randolph-Macon, the number 1 team in the country right now. They stand at 4-0. They got 15 number 1 votes. Mount Union only received 1 number 1 vote. They're at number 2. St. John's also received a vote for the number 1 spot. They're at 3. Illinois Wesleyan at 4. Whitworth at 5. Trine at 6. Wheaton from Illinois at 7. Albion at 8. North Central at 9. And Mary Hardin Baylor at 10. The only other OAC school receiving votes was Marietta, and they received 4 votes. We'll see them later on towards the end of the season. But Jacob, taking a look at these first 4 games, especially last night, no Braden Poole for this Otterbein series, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, the Raiders got Chris Painter Jr. back yesterday, and they still put up 89 points en route to another win.
Yeah, offense is never a struggle for this team. They always have multiple guys that can do it on the offensive end. Really, what I'm seeing from this Mount Union basketball team is they're playing strong defense as well. Last night they converted 23 points off turnovers as opposed to Otterbein's only 7 points off turnovers. So to add on to great offense every single night, whenever you're playing great defense like that, there's simply no team that can really match up to this Purple Raiders basketball team.
23 program wins dating back to last year, and that still continues to be a record. It's fantastic to see this team night in and night out, not afraid to play their style of basketball. Losing is not even on their mind. They're going out there and just playing to win and keeping this streak alive.
And that's the key right there, Brendan. They've bought into this style of play, and you can just tell every time they step on the court, they're just having fun. And whenever you're having fun in basketball, you're going to continue to win. If as long as you just trust the system. And Mike Feuline, the head coach, has done a great job at really implementing his system and finding guys that fit that system, and that's why we're seeing the success that Mount Union has today.
The number 2 team in the country, your Mount Union Purple Raiders, looking to make it 24 in a row and 5-0 on the season. We'll take a break here on 91.1 WRMU for the national anthem. Back here on 91.1 to be RMU and the Mount Union Athletics live stream. Taking a look at the starting lineup tonight for the Raiders. Darrell Newsom gets a start. Colin Gurley, Chris Painter Jr., Ethan Stanislawski, and Logan Hill. No Braden Poole this weekend, but even then, it's not like we're going to miss a beat. Just look at last night. Take a look at the Otterbein Cardinals. Bryson Lane, the sophomore guard, getting the start. Senior forward Mo Beavers. Junior guard Jake Justice. Sophomore forward Anthony Holmes. And sophomore guard Dallas Patrick. Now Jacob, this Cardinals team had their first 4 games get canceled. That is just an awful way to start a season. You know, nothing you could do about that. It's not in your control at all due to the COVID protocols. But yesterday being their first game, and now you have to go up against the number 2 team in the country. It's been a brutal start to the season, a sad start to the season for Otterbein. What is your outlook on the Cardinals?
Yeah, you said it right there, Brendan. It's been an unfortunate start for this Otterbein squad. Today they're a little bit short-handed because some of the players did not travel with the team. But I look at this Otterbein team, they competed last night for a good majority of that first half. Really, they didn't show that much rust, and that's because they rely heavily on last year's freshman of the year in the OAC, Dallas Patrick. Last night, he dropped 25 points on 10 of 20 from the floor shooting, including 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He is the heart and soul of this team, so the Purple Raiders need to do a good job tonight at really containing him and making other guys step up. But this Otterbein squad, they really did not show that much rust last night. We don't really know what's in store with them because this is only their second game, but I expect them to come out here and compete against the number 2 team in the country.
It has been a fun day here at Mount Union. On campus, track and field hosted their first indoor meet of the season. Swimming and diving took on John Carroll. Just an all-around, it looked like a normal Saturday on campus in February, which was really good to see. And now we get to culminate the night with some Mount Union basketball. Logan Hill and Anthony Holmes at midcourt to take the tip. Ball's up in the air, and Logan Hill wins the tip, tips it out to Newsom, and we are underway from Alliance. Stanislawski with it, over to Painter, now over to Gurley. Cross to Newsom. Now he finds Gurley. Gurley looking to pull up. Defended by Justice. Gurley dribbling between his legs. Now double team. Finds Stanislawski on the right wing. Stanislawski kicks it out to Newsom for 3. He got it. Well, that's a normal way for this number 2 team in the country to start the ball game.
Great hesitation right there by Stanislawski to get in the lane, and even better driving kick out to Darrell Newsom for the open 3.
And now Raiders bring the pressure. Beavers has it, gives it to Lane. Bryson Lane, right wing, driving through the lane. The shot no good off the front end. Rebound goes to Hill. And the Raiders will push. 19:09 to play. Stanislawski using the pick from Hill. Over to Painter. Painter pulls up at the charity stripe. Off the back iron, rebounded. Fought for, picked up by Newsom. And Newsom finds Painter. Gives it to Gurley, who pulls up for 3. No good. And rebound goes to Patrick. Dallas Patrick, you mentioned, the freshman of the year last year in the conference. 6'2" out of Gahana and went to Wellington. He pulls up for 3 on the right wing, and he drills it. How about that? Dallas Patrick ties the ball game up at 3.
Picking up right where he left off, the Purple Raiders really need to contain Dallas Patrick tonight.
Under 18.5 to play. Stanislawski defended by Lane, finds Painter, top of the key, defended by Patrick. Back to Stanislawski on the right wing. Jumper in the arc, and that is good. A long 2 there for Ethan Stanislawski, makes it 5-3 Raiders. Jake Justice picks up his dribble, now finds Patrick. Patrick driving in, and we're going to get a foul called, I think, on Colin Gurley. Or that may have went out of bounds on Gurley.
Yeah, I believe he stole the ball there, Brendan, with his foot on the baseline.
17:59 to play. Cardinals inbound. And Patrick drills the jumper on the baseline off the inbound pass, and he ties it up at 5. Dallas Patrick has all 5 points for Otterbein so far.
Nothing more Chris Painter Jr. could have done there. He had a hand in his face, just a better shot by Patrick.
Gurley finds Hill inside, who uses his body to put the shot up, and he misses it. Here comes Patrick and the Cardinals. Patrick pulls up on the right elbow, off the back iron, and rebound out to Hill. Stanislawski brings it up across midcourt. Stanislawski finds Newsom, over to Painter, inside to Hill. Hill fouled as he was trying to back down inside. Not on the shot. Hill wants the free throws, but the official saying, no, that was before you tried to shoot.
That was a strong move right there by Logan Hill regardless. He really got his way right through the double team and drew a good foul.
Foul on Bryson Lane, the sophomore guard of All-Entangent Orange. Painter inbounds to Gurley in the right corner. Gurley double teamed and loses the ball. It's out of bounds. Officials gonna talk it over about who it went out of bounds on. Have yet to get a call, and it's gonna go out of bounds on the Cardinals. It'll be Raiders ball.
Colin Gurley very fortunate right there, Brendan. You never want to get the ball in the corner like that, especially drawing a double team in the corner as well.
8 on the shot clock. Stanislawski picks up a dribble, finds Newsom inside, and he's blocked by Anthony Holmes. Lane picks it up. Here comes Patrick. Patrick on the other end, driving, picks up his dribble, now kicks it out to Holmes, who pulls up for a long three. No good. Cardinals get the rebound. Here's Patrick, who finds Justice inside, and Justice lays it up and in. And Otterbein has a 7-5 lead. Gurley looking for room. Cardinals crowding that paint. He finds Newsom in the right corner for 3, and he got it. Darrell Newsom. He's got 6 off of 2 3 balls. Justice over to Holmes. And off to Patrick. Patrick defended by Hill. Now inside to Holmes. Backing down Painter. That's a mismatch. And Holmes uses that mismatch to put the Cardinals up 9-8 with 16 minutes to play. Newsom to Gurley. Inside to Hill. Hill backing down. Loses the ball. Now he's on the ground trying to hold on to it. We'll get a jump ball. And the possession arrow points to Otterbein.
Otterbein playing aggressive on both ends right now, Brendan, starting to frustrate the Raiders a little bit.
Braden Galaska checks in for Mo Beavers. First substitution of the night. 9-8, Otterbein over Mount Union with 15:42 to play. Lane over to Galaska. Now Justice out to Holmes. Holmes finds Lane, pulls up on the right elbow for 2, and he got it. 11-8, Otterbein. Gurley, now to Newsom. Back to Gurley. .20 on the shot clock. Gurley defended by Justice. Justice, Gurley pulls up for 3. No good. Rebound tipped out to Painter, and he finds Stanislawski for 3 in the left wing. He got it. We're tied at 11.
Great job by Chris Painter Jr. right there, making the extra pass and finding the open Ethan Stanislawski.
Now Lane trying to drive, finds Justice inside, and Justice has his shot deflected. And here comes Painter and the Raiders. Newsom flies through the lane. Layup is good, and he gives the Raiders a 13-11 lead, their first lead since 5-3. Lane over to Patrick, who pulls up for 3 on the left wing. No good. Fights for his own rebound. He gets it in the lane. Layup is no good, but he draws the foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2 and try and tie this ball game up.
And Dallas Patrick right there, very aggressive on the offensive glass. Purple Raiders can't let that happen the rest of the game.
14-19 to play. That foul called against Logan Hill, his first, and first of the half for Mount Union. Patrick's first free throw is good. Dallas Patrick in 34 minutes last night led the Cardinals with 25 points, 5 for 7 at the free throw line. And second one rattles home to tie this ball game up at 13. He actually had a game high, just a point above Colin Gurley's 24. So Dallas Patrick definitely the guy that the Raiders want to focus on. Adam Chaney and Christian Parker checking in the ball game, and Parker backs down his man to lay it up and in to make it 15-13 Raiders.
Christian Parker making his presence known right off the bench. A great aggressive move in the post.
Patrick out to Galaska. Galaska now over to Beavers. Beavers spin move in the lane. Loses the ball, picked up by Gurley. Here comes Mount Union. Gurley finds Chaney, who gets fouled by Mo Beavers on his way up to the basket. And Chaney will go to the line to shoot two. Adam Chaney, the freshman from Carrollton.
Great way to run the fast break right there by Colin Gurley. He drew the defense's attention, and Adam Chaney with a great cut and an easy foul call right there for the referees.
Adam Chaney had 19 minutes last night, put up 10 points, and gets his first point off the first free throw to make it 16-13. Chaney on the second. Connects and makes it 17-13 Mount Union. 13:35 to play here in the first half. Galaska over to Lane. Lane, top of the key, now defended by Parker. Over to Beavers. Inside to Holmes. Holmes loses the ball, picked up by Parker. And here comes Stanislawski. Stanislawski loses the ball, stolen by Bryson Lane. Lane driving through, shot blocked by Newsom, and rebounded by Parker. Gurley, defended by Glasgow, finds Parker inside. Parker fouled on the way up. Devin Burris in there fouls Parker, so the freshman will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Once again, another great find by Colin Gurley right there. And the two freshmen, Christian Parker and Adam Chaney, off the bench are making their presence known early on in this game.
Christian Parker, the freshman guard out of Glen Oak High School, makes the first. Anthony Holmes checks back into the game for Devin Burris. Parker short on the second, rebounded by Holmes, who now is wrestled down on the floor. Will get a jump ball called, and the possession arrow points to the Raiders. Nice aggressiveness in there by Mount Union not to give up on the rebound.
That's just great hustle right there, Brendan. You don't normally see that off a free throw, but three Mount Union players jump on top of that ball. A well-deserved jump ball right there.
So Stanislawski will inbound the ball with 12:53 to play on the baseline. He finds Parker inside, misses the layup, rebound goes to Mo Beavers. Here comes Lane. Lane tries to throw a touchdown pass to Holmes, who runs into the padding behind the basket. And that is a turnover for the Cardinals. Right idea, but poorly executed.
Great job by Christian Parker right there. Didn't let that missed shot bother him. He got back on defense and forced a turnover.
18-13, Mount Union. Gurley with it, defended by Galaska. Pulls up for three. He got it. Colin Gurley double-teamed. Drills a huge three to open this lead up to 21-13.
Colin Gurley's specialty right there. He'll pull up from anywhere, Brendan.
Lane gives it to Beavers, back to Lane, defended by Stanislawski. Lane out to Beavers in the corner, defended by Chaney. Gives it up to Lane, over to Galaska, now over to Patrick. Patrick driving through, puts up the shot, No good. Rebounded. Is out of bounds, and they say last touched by Mo Beavers. So it'll be Mount Union ball.
Great job by the Raiders. They're playing team defense. Really got that nice help defense in there once Dallas Patrick gets to the hole and forces a very tough shot for the Otterbein Cardinals.
Jake Justice checks back into the ball game for Mo Beavers. And we'll get Michael McKenzie into the ball game for Braden Galaska. McKenzie, a freshman from Georgetown, Kentucky. The only out-of-state player on Otterbein's roster. Newsom, top of the key, inside to Parker, and Parker called for the offensive foul drawn by Anthony Holmes.
Bang, bang play right there, Brendan. I think that foul could go either way.
With 11:43 to play, and that is Parker's first foul of the game. Darrell Newsom checks out of the ball game. We'll get a new freshman here in Jonah McCartney. He saw some playing time last night. So second appearance on the season for McCartney. Almost a stolen ball by Gurley, but we'll get a foul called on Mount Union on that pass. It's going to go against Gurley as the Cardinals were trying to get it to Jake Justice. Jonah McCartney out of nearby North Canton Hoover, 6'1", 170. Lane and off to McKenzie. McKenzie defended by McCartney. Now over to Lane, defended by Stanislawski. They switch off now. Lane pulls up for three, and he got it. And a timeout called by Andy Winters and Otterbein. That is a huge bucket there from Bryson Lane to cut the lead to 5 with 11:09 to play here in the first half. 21-16. Raiders over the Cardinals. Been a pretty normal ball game so far for Mount Union. Pretty typical offense from what we've seen.
Yeah, Mount Union's doing a great job right now using the perimeter to their advantage. They're really knocking down their three-point shots. On the defensive end, they're playing some really good defense right now. Otterbein's been forcing some tough shots. They've made a couple of them. For example, on that last possession, Jonah McCartney, great defense to really run the shot clock down, but it was just a better shot right there for Otterbein. So there's not much more that Mount Union could do on that defensive end. Just keep up what you're doing on both ends, and you should be fine the rest of this game.
McCartney saw time in that 109-82 win at Ball & Wallace this year. Had 4 points in his first ever collegiate game. Not the first time that he's played on this court, however. North Canton Hoover played in the Alliance Christmas Classic last year. No Christmas Classic this year, but always a great time for nearby high schools to come and play at the home of the Raiders. And McCartney led Hoover to a big win last year here on this court. Caught the eye of Mike Feline, and a reason why he's already seeing some playing time with the veterans here on the court for Mount Union.
Yeah, you got to love seeing guys like Adam Chaney, Jonah McCartney, and Christian Parker all on the court right now. They represent the future of Mount Union basketball, and head coach Mike Feline must have great confidence in this young group of freshmen.
So Stanislawski will bring it up the floor, defended by Lane. Cross court to Chaney. Chaney trying to get it into Parker. He does. Parker backing down. Holmes puts up the shot and gets the jumper to go.
Christian Parker doing a great job in the post right now, really making his presence known.
23-16 Mountain Union. Lane to Holmes, top of the key, defended by Parker. 10:42 to play. Holmes hand off to Patrick. Patrick trying to drive, pulls up at the elbow and fouled on the shot by Parker. Christian Parker unhappy with himself. That's his second foul already. He has 2 of the 4 fouls for Mount Union.
A little bit too aggressive right there by Christian Parker. Almost got the clean block, but might have gotten him on the arm when he was coming down.
So Dallas Patrick at the line, shooting 2. Makes the first. He already has 8 points on the night as Parker checks out and Logan Hill checks in for the Raiders. Second one is good. He makes it 23-18 Mount Union with about 10.5 to play here in the first half. Cheney over to Gurley, left wing. Defended by Justice, finds Stanislawski. Wanted the 3-ball. Now moves over to the right wing. Stanislawski. And that is a 3 from Adam Cheney, rather.
Great job by Adam Cheney moving without the ball right there and getting himself a wide open 3-pointer.
Adam Cheney. He has 5 on the night. Lane over to Patrick. Defended by Cheney. Almost loses the ball, picks it up, gives over to Lane, now over to Justice, defended by Gurley. Justice trying to move on Gurley. Gives it up to Lane. Lane defended by Hill, pulls up for the jumper off the front end, rebounded by Gurley.
Just great defense on that possession right there for the Purple Raiders. 3 Otterbein Cardinals tried driving to the rim, and that was just great perimeter defense to stop them.
Gurley, and we will get a whistle away from the ball. Offensive foul on Adam Cheney going against Dallas Patrick. Kind of inside in the paint. As a turnover for Mount Union. Michael McKenzie takes a seat. And I think Braden Galaska checks back into the ball game for the Cardinals. Lane to Patrick. Back to Lane. Pulls up for 3 on the right wing. That's short. Rebound goes to McCartney. Stanislawski finds Cheney in momentum. Back to Stanislawski. Defended by Lane. Stanislawski pulls up for 3. No good. And rebound goes to Galaska. (26-18). Mount Union over Otterbein. Galaska over to Lane. Lane working on Hill. Gives it up to Patrick, right wing. Back to Holmes. Now over to Lane. Lane getting inside. Holmes, who is stolen away by Gurley on the deflection from Hill. Gurley trying to drive through the lane. The layup is no good. Tipped back up and in by Logan Hill. Huge athletic play there from Logan Hill. Now Lane in the lane. The jumper is good. And he answers Logan Hill's acrobatic shot to make it 28-20 with 8:20 to play. McCartney pulls up for 3 on the right wing. That's no good. Rebound tipped into Patrick's hands. Galaska driving through, gives it out to Lane. Thought about a 3. Now gives it back to Galaska. Galaska stolen away by Gurley. Gurley ripped it out of his hands. Gurley on the other end trying to drive through and push up the shot, and it's good. Raiders taking over here in the first half.
Active hands by Colin Gurley on the defensive end and a pretty finish on the offensive end.
7:40 to play. 10-point lead for Mount Union. 30-20. Patrick trying to put some moves on Cheney. Gives it to Lane. Lane defended by Stanislawski. Backing down. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Gurley brings home the rebound. Gurley trying to find Hill inside, and it's deflected and almost stolen away by Holmes, but Holmes can't save it from going out of bounds. So Mount Union will keep possession as Chris Painter and Darrell Newsom check into the ball game for Cheney and Stanislawski. Mo Beavers checks back into the ball game along with Devin Burris. Painter over to Hill, back to Painter, up top to Newsom, McCartney. They work it around the arc to Gurley. Gurley finds a hole, puts up the shot, can't get it. Rebounded by Beavers.
Right idea by Colin Gurley, just couldn't get the finish.
Patrick on the transition. Patrick pulls up for 3, can't get it. Rebounded by Hill. Newsom over to McCartney for a right wing 3. Wide left, and rebound goes to Patrick.
A little bit out of rhythm right there for Jonah McCarthy. Might have rushed that one a little bit.
Yeah, he's had a couple shots, couple openings, but I think he's just rushing those shots a little too much, as we'll get a foul called against Jonah McCartney. Not looking like a freshman out there, though.
Definitely playing above his years. And yet again, Mike Fuline does a great job at recruiting, and Jonah McCartney buying into the system, and he's fitting right in with all these veterans out on the court right now.
Beavers finding Patrick inside, and he gets the layup to go over the reach of Chris Painter. And we will get a timeout called here from Mike Fuline and the Raiders, a 30-second timeout. 30-22. Mount Union over Otterbein with 6:23 to play here. And mentioned last night, you mentioned it kind of in the pregame, just the unfortunate news that came out of the NCAA this past week. No national tournament for Division III, and just the fact that now Mount Union, the number 2 team in the country, obviously affecting this ball club. And talking to some of the players this past week, definitely frustrated by the news. But again, and I think you're seeing it out of this team here tonight, you can't control it, so just go out there and play as tough as you can.
Exactly. Just go out and play your hardest right now, Brendan. You can't control the circumstances, and it really just makes the OAC Conference Championship that much more important because it's really the only thing you're playing for at this moment. So definitely go out there and play every game like it's your last.
And I think definitely for some of the other teams in the conference that may not have a chance to go to the national tournament, they now look at it as that, hey, we have a chance to upset a nationally ranked team. For instance, this Otterbein ball club in that OAC tournament, as Newsom gets fouled and will go to the line. It's their kind of their national tournament too. They get to play Cinderella.
Yeah, you said it right there, Brendan. Really, it's a blessing to be number 2 in the country, but it's also a curse because every team's really going to be coming after you with their best stuff every single night. They really want to get that upset. But Mount Union's definitely up to the challenges they're showing here early on tonight.
Newsom unable to make the first free throw after getting fouled by Devin Burris. Bryson Lane checks in for Burris. Newsom last night, 34 minutes, 13 points, 5 for 10 from the field. And he rattles home the second. Around the rim it went and fell through to make it 31-22 Mount Union with 6:05 to play first half. Lane finds Justice, who finds Beavers, backing down Stanislawski. And that shot no good. Great defense there from Stanislawski. Gurley trying to find Newsom on the fast break, unable to. And now Newsom seals it away, tried to tip it to Painter. And now we'll get a save from Justice, who finds Lane. Lane over to Beavers, over to Patrick, who pulls up for 3. Not good. Rebounded goes to Gurley. And a lot happening there within about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I might want to slow things down here, Brendan. A little bit chaotic on both ends by both teams.
It was like hot potato there for a second. Chris Painter putting some moves on, pulls up for 3, and he got it! In the face of Braden Galaska. And Chris Painter, who missed last weekend, gets on the scoreboard here.
Great job to get a rhythm by taking a few extra dribbles there by Chris Painter. Just an absolutely great three-point shot.
And Beavers, that shot no good, rebounded by Painter. Chris Painter returned to the lineup last night and unable to get on the scoreboard as Gurley. That shot no good, but Hill cleans it up off the offensive rebound and connects to make it 36-22.
Logan Hill doing what he does best, fighting for offensive boards. Just a great job there with second chance points.
Lane, mismatch against Hill, driving through, picks up his dribble, pivot foot in the lane. The shot is no good, but he draws the foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul going against Logan Hill. That's his second. But good to see Chris Painter, who did not score last night, getting back in the lineup. Good to see him get some rhythm going with that 3 ball.
Yeah, Chris Painter's going to be key here for the Purple Raiders. Need everybody to step up, and if Chris Painter's knocking down his shots, that's just a great sign for Mount Union.
Bryson Lane knocks down his first as Julian Berry, the senior forward out of Girard, checks into the ball game. First appearance on the season for Barry, as Lane knocks down both. He's got 9 now. Barry, as a junior last year, only appeared in 15 games and just 4 points in his career. As Gurley pulls up for 3 off the front end, rebounded by Holmes. Lane finds Justice up court. Justice reverse layup, no good. Patrick is blocked by Newsom. Patrick's second attempt finds the basket. And he makes it 36-26. Second chance opportunity is there for the Cardinals.
Great job by Dallas Patrick not giving up on the play. And right here, Brendan, Otterbein appears to be in a 2-3 zone. Let's see how the Purple Raiders counter that.
Gurley in the Newsom. Newsom driving through, finds Painter, but will get a foul called on Otterbein against Anthony Holmes. Kind of going to work against Barry. So with 3:50 to play in the first half, Painter will inbound here. Finds Gurley, who finds Stanislawski. And we're going to get another foul called, going against Bryson Lane, defending Stanislawski there. And that's 6 fouls now on Otterbein here in the first half. .346 to play. Stanislawski over to Painter, right wing. Trying to get it inside, but gives it back out to Stanislawski. Painter inside to Barry. Barry, double teamed, throws it away, stolen by Justice, but we're going to get an offensive foul called. No, I think we're going to get a violation, not sure.
I believe that was an out of bounds right there. Julian Barry might have stepped out when he was making that pass.
Late call, but a turnover there for Mount Union. Lane finds Patrick on the back door, but it goes off of Patrick's hands and out of bounds. Right idea, again, can't execute.
And Brendan, I'd love to see Mount Union try to get the ball in the middle of the court here. That's the key to breaking this zone. Otterbein's doing a nice job at running the zone right now, and it's kind of frustrating Mount Union on the offensive end.
3:10 to play. Gurley to Painter, left wing, back to Gurley, double teamed. Finds Newsom inside, and Newsom lays it up and in. When you double team, you leave a man open, and that's what happened to Otterbein.
Great job by Darrell Newsom, found the soft spot in the zone, and Colin Gurley, a great find.
2:50 to play. 12-point lead for Mount Union. Justice driving through against Stanislawski. Now gives it out to Patrick, who finds Lane. Now over to McKenzie. McKenzie loses the ball, picked up by Barry. And we're going to get a foul called, I think, against Barry. Actually, that's going to go against Michael McKenzie. And with Otterbein now in the bonus, it'll be a 1-and-1 for Julian Barry at the line. Makes the first. That's his first points on the season. 39-26 Raiders over the Cardinals. 2:36 to play. Barry again at the line, connects, goes 2 for 2, and opens this one up to a 40-26 lead. Lane to Patrick. Patrick, defended by Painter, gives it over to Galaska. Now Lane driving on the baseline. Reverse layup is no good, but fouled on the way up by Stanislawski.
Nothing more Stanislawski could have done there. Bryson Lane did a great job of leaning in with his body and really attacking the baseline hard, forcing Stanislawski to foul him.
That's the first foul of the night for Ethan Stanislawski. So Bryson Lane will go back to the free throw line. Lane already 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. Can't make the first. Rattles off the right side. connects on the second. And we're going to get a timeout called from Otterbein. 40-27, Mount Union over the Cardinals with 2:17 to play. And kind of seeing what happened last night with these two teams. Even though the Cardinals are undermanned here tonight, there's about 6 players that did not travel with the team, and 2 of them have already been ruled out who didn't even dress last night. I mean, there's about 11 players available for this Cardinals team. You just take a look at the huddles right here, and Mountain Union looks like they have about, Otterbein looks about they have half of the roster of Mountain Union. Despite that, they're still putting up a good fight with this Raiders team.
Yeah, you said it right there, Brendan. They're not playing like a depleted roster at all, and that could be too. They're very hungry after their first 2 weekends were canceled, and definitely, like how we were talking about earlier too, they want to take down the number 2 team in the country, so they're going to stay in this game as long as they can. But if Mountain Union continues to play the way they are, they can definitely pull away in this game.
They had their first 2 weekends canceled on the season. They were supposed to play Marietta on the first weekend. That game got canceled. And then Ohio Northern last weekend, they couldn't field the team. The Cardinals couldn't. And so that ended up being why Ohio Northern played Mount Union last Saturday. Back in action here. 2 minutes to play first half. Stanislawski finds Painter in the left corner for 3, and he got it. Falling to the floor, Chris Painter now has 6 on the night. 2 3-balls open this up to a 43-27 lead.
Great driving kick right there by Stanislawski, and even smoother stroke there from Chris Painter.
Glaska throws a pad pass, stolen away by Painter on the other end. Layup no good. Rebound and goes to Justice, and then Justice fouled from behind by Chris Painter.
Right idea by Chris Painter right there. I think that he was thinking that he was going to get hit on that layup right there. He was trying to draw the contact, and that unfortunately didn't happen, which caused the miss.
That's the first foul on the night by Chris Painter. Otterbein in the bonus, so that sends Jake Justice to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Jake Justice, out a junior guard out of Wadsworth, connects on the first. Justice just 5 points on the night, last night for the Cardinals. One more at the line. Can't hit off the back iron. Rebound goes to Newsom. And Stanislawski will walk this one up the court for Mount Union, up 43-28. A minute and a half to play in the first half. Stanislawski kicks it out to Painter in the right corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Newsom. Newsom's shot attempt in the lane, no good. And we're going to get a foul called underneath. Foul going against Jake Justice. Correction, John Rootson. And so that sends Stanislawski to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Great job by Stanislawski right there, being active on the boards and drawing a good foul.
$1:18 to play here. Stop and go basketball here in the last 5 minutes of the half. A lot of fouls going on, sending players to the line. Stanislawski makes the first. 44-28 Raiders. One more for the junior point guard, and he connects. Barry will take a seat. Adam Cheney into the ball game. 1:15 to play. Lane, right wing, defended by Newsom. Back to Patrick, hand off to Lane. Lane trying to drive through the lane, and he lays it up and in off over the reach of Darrell Newsom. 45-30 Mount Union, under a minute to play here. Clock ticking, offensive foul. Going against Adam Cheney.
Might have moved a little bit there on the screen right there, Brendan, but I didn't see much on that foul call.
51.6 seconds remain here in the half. Beavers to inbound. At midcourt, Lane brings it up. And we're going to get an offensive foul called against Otterbein. Movement there away from the ball. Foul going against John Rootson. Routson, rather. That's his second within like a minute. And 40 seconds remain here in the half. Stanislawski with it at the logo. A pick from Cheney. Stanislawski driving through, and the layup is good with the left hand.
Great hesitation right there by Stanislawski and a strong take to the hole.
26 seconds remain. A 17-point lead for the Raiders. And growing. Shot clock turned off here for Otterbein. Lane with it near the mid-court stripe. Lane over to Routson. Beavers around the arc to Patrick. Patrick pulls up for three. Can't hit, off the front end. Rebound goes to Newsom, and that will end the half. A 47-30 lead for Mount Union. That lead grew in the final minutes. Otterbein kind of let this one get away from them when they were within reach for most of the first half, but now Mount Union playing like an undefeated ball club and number 2 team in the country. A 17-point lead here at half.
Trusting their offense very well right now, moving the ball very nicely and really just hitting down their perimeter shots. There's not much Otterbein can do on the defensive end, but Mount Union too, they played great defense in that first half. Sure, they let Dallas Patrick and Brayson Lane really combine for 25 points, but other than that, nobody else was really scoring there for the Cardinals. So just keep up what you're doing, and the Purple Raiders will definitely find themselves with another victory here tonight.
Well, kind of what we've expected here from Mount Union so far this season. Nothing new. A 47-30 lead here at halftime in Alliance. Mount Union over Otterbein. We'll take a break here on 91.1 WRMU and the live stream. We'll come back here for halftime in Alliance. back here on 91.1 WRMU and the Mount Union Athletics live stream. Mount Union men's basketball about to begin the second half of play here against Otterbein, leading 47-30. Brendan DeVinny here with you alongside Jacob Putar. And Jacob, looking at that first half, pretty easy so far for the Raiders. And you look at who they've brought in without Braden Poole, throwing guys like Jonah McCartney and Julian Berry out there who we don't usually see, yet they're still up 17. That's just how good this team is, how deep this team is, and almost disrespectful to the Cardinals.
Yeah, once again, just shows how deep Mount Union truly is. Very well deserving of that number 2 ranking. But right now, I think the key to this game for the Purple Raiders has been what they've done on the defensive end right now. They held Otterbein to 37% shooting in that first half, including 25% from the three-point line. And then, of course, when you're having the offensive outbursts like Mount Union regularly has, it's going to be very hard for a team like Otterbein, who's shooting as poorly as they are right now, to come back in the game.
Anything you want to see Mount Union work on here in the second half?
Really, they've done just about everything that you could ask for them right now. I'd just say, just see if they can continue the ball movement, because really, of the games that we've called so far this year, it's the best ball movement I've seen this team have right now. They're really trusting each other. They're really just having fun out there. So just continue what you're doing, and really, you're just going to get that easy victory then.
Otterbein shot 37% there in the first half, 25% from behind the arc, only hit 2 for 8. Their leading scorer so far tonight is Dallas Patrick with 13. Bryson Lane has 12, but then only 2 other Cardinals have gotten in the scoring column, whereas we've got, 9 guys in the scoring column. What does Otterbein have to do better here?
Otterbein simply needs to move that ball. They're very much unlike Mount Union right now. Mount Union's moving the ball around, getting some great shots, drawing some fouls. Otterbein just needs to move that ball if nobody else is going to make any shots, and maybe you can get some other guys to hit shots. But really, it's just going to be hard because Mount Union's playing great team defense right now. So whenever you play great team defense, you just make every shot contested and very hard for Otterbein to really connect.
Well, looking around the Ohio Athletic Conference, again, no cancellations to report of this weekend, which is, again, always a great sign. Looking at the other scores, Marietta and Muskingum about to start the second half. Pioneers up 40-32 against the Muskies. Capital and Wilmington in a battle in the second half. Capital leading the Quakers 43-40. Also a good game down in Ada, Ohio, and Heidelberg in Ohio Northern. Polar Bears leading Heidelberg 33-30. And then Balla Wallace and John Carroll, BW up big right now in the first half. 45-26 against the Blue Streaks. Always a good test for both teams, 2 of the better programs in the conference. Next weekend, Mount Union will see Heidelberg, who is currently tied for first place in the OAC, undefeated. Start out of the second half here in Alliance. Bryson Lane with it, defended by Hill. Lane trying to drive through, kicks it out for a corner 3 from Justice, and that's good.
Nice driving kick right there by Bryson Lane. Mountain Union needs to close out on shooters a little bit better there to start out this half.
47-33 now your score. Stanislavski trying to drive through, pulls up for a long 2, and he drills it. Foot on the line, makes it 49-33. On the run here for the Cardinals. Mel Beavers trying to drive through. Pivot foot, kicks it out to Justice. Thought about a 3, now drives, finds Patrick inside, and a nice bounce pass there from Jake Justice to Dallas Patrick. "19 minutes to play. Stanislavski, a pick from Hill, finds Painter, the reverse layup blocked on the glass by Beavers. Now the other end, Justice, the wide open layup is good on the fast break. Assist from Lane.
Mount Union's got to be careful here, Brendan. Otterbein's coming out with great energy to start this second half. Mount Union can't get complacent on offense, and they need to get back on defense.
Must have been a heck of a pep talk in that locker room from Andy Winters, because Cardinals coming out on fire here. Stanislavski, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound by Patrick. Patrick flying through the lane, picks up his dribble, finds Holmes inside, and Holmes rattles home the easy layup. And head coach Mike Feline has no choice but to call a timeout, as Otterbein just coming out lights out of that locker room. And with 18-14 to play, they've cut a 17-point lead down to just 10, 49-39.
And right now, I can already tell you what Coach Mike Feline is saying in that huddle right now. Just match their energy on both ends of the court. Otterbein came out in this second half, and they just look like a totally different team. They're playing with a lot of energy. Mountain Union's looking a little bit sluggish right now to start. Really need to pick up that energy if they want to pull away again in this game.
It's a starting five out there for Mountain Union. Gurley, Painter, Hill, Newsom, and Stanislavski. A little over 18 minutes to play. Stanislavski near the logo. Finds Newsom, left wing, defended by Beavers. Up top to Stanislavski, now over to Gurley, right wing, defended by Justice. Gurley off the glass, through the lane is good. And Gurley has a quiet 7 points here tonight. Patrick over to Justice. Justice finds a hole, trying to cut it to Holmes, but it's stolen away by Gurley. Gurley down at Stanislavski for a left wing three. He got it. 54-39 your score.
Great way to come out of the timeout right there by the Purple Raiders. A nice floater by Colin Gurley on one possession, and an even better three by Ethan Stanislavski on this last possession.
Lane flying past Newsom. Now Lane driving around the baseline, trying to find something. Gives it to Holmes, who hands off to Beavers. Beavers defended by Hill, trying to get towards the hoop. Justice a long three. No good off the back iron. Rebounded by Holmes. Here's Lane for a three, and he got it. Bryson Lane leading the way for the Cardinals with 17. 12-point game here for Mountain Union. Stanislavski to Gurley. Defended by Justice. Now over to Painter in the corner. Painter putting some moves on Patrick. Painter out to Newsom in the corner for three. He got it. Oh, we've seen that play often here.
Darrell Newsom red hot from the three-point line now, Brendan.
He's got 14. Ties a team high with Ethan Stanislavski. Lane. A pick from Holmes. Now Lane driving against Hill. Out to Justice. Now over to Patrick. Patrick driving against Hill. Pivot foot. Pushed up the shot. And it's fouled. Shot is no good and fouled by Logan Hill. And I want to say that's 3 on Hill, and it is.
Got to be very careful now if you're Logan Hill. There's not much more that he could have done on that possession. That was a bit of a mismatch, and it was just a great job by Patrick in drawing the foul.
First free throw from Dallas Patrick is good. .16:03 to play here in the second half. Patrick second at the line. No good off the rim and rebounded by Hill. Ethan Stanislavski finds Hill around the arc. Over to Painter. Trying to get it to Newsom. Now he uses a pick from Hill. Over to Newsom. Newsom pump fakes. Kicks it out to Painter. Painter pulls up for a long two and rattles it home. Chris Painter having a night with 8 points. All around here for the Cardinals. Lane, defended by Stanislavski, gives it up to Justice. Justice back to Lane. A long three, no good, rebounded by Gurley off the save from Patrick. Now Gurley down to Painter. Painter driving against Justice, and the layup is good.
Great aggressive take by Chris Painter Jr. right there on the fast break.
Painter has back-to-back buckets to give him 10 points. Beavers to Holmes, up top to Lane, who pulls up for three. Can't hit again, rebounded by Gurley. Here comes Gurley. Gives it up to Sanslowski, who tried to find Hill underneath, but it's poked away and swatted out of bounds by Dallas Patrick. Largest lead of the night at 18 points here for Mount Union. A bucket away here from a 20-point lead. Into Gurley, off the baseline, inbound. Gurley pulls up for three in the corner. Ooh, man, he wanted that one. No good, but rebounded by Patrick.
He loves those shots, Brendan. That was a little bit too contested that time.
Justice on the left side. Holmes, now Lane, defended by Parker. Over to Justice for three. In and out. Rebounded by Painter. Painter flying past Galaska. Painter gives it out to Gurley on the right wing. Gurley going out work against Justice, and the layup is no good, but he's fouled by Jake Justice. And so he'll go to the line to shoot two and try and move this to a 20-point lead. That foul actually going against Anthony Holmes. That's his second.
Great way to use the crossover right there by Colin Gurley, leaving the defense no chance to really stop him on his drive to the hole.
Gurley makes the first. .14 on the clock. And Gurley connects on the second. A 63-43 lead, 20-point lead for the Raiders. Bryson Lane on the left wing, and we'll get a call away from the ball. And Darrell Newsom called for the off-ball foul. Didn't see anything, but the official had different eyes there. Lane trying to drive through the paint, turn around, jump shot, no good, rebounded by Christian Parker. Painter down to Gurley. Defended by Galaska. Gurley pulls up for three. No good, rebounded out to Lane. Lane finds Galaska driving through, and Galaska pushes away Gurley and connects on the layup to make it 63-45. And we'll get a timeout from Otterbein with 13:41 to play. Update from down in Columbus, the women's team trying to make it 2 in a row on the season and sweep the Cardinals. They're currently leading 57-52 in the third quarter with 1:21 to play. So another close game for the women's team. No surprise, Elena Rao with 21 points through 3 quarters.
Picking up right where she left off last night, Brendan.
13:35 to play here in regulation. Stanislavski picks up his dribble, finds Parker. Parker gives it over to Gurley in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded by Parker. Cleaning up off the glass, and Gurley is there to connect on the rebound and put it off the glass and in.
Great job staying active right there by both Christian Parker and Colin Gurley, and a great finish by Gurley.
Gurley with the putback rebound. Other end here, Lane connects on the jumper. Bryson Lane impressing everyone here so far, 19 points. Newsom driving against Holmes. Newsom, the layup is good. Flew through the paint there and makes it another 20-point lead.
Darrell Newsom, too. He's having himself a game tonight, too. He's really looking comfortable out there.
And now the other end, Anthony Holmes with the layup to make it 67-49. Gurley over to Stanislawski. Stanislawski pulls up on the jumper, and he got it. An off-balance shot there from Ethan Stanislawski brings it back to a 20-point lead. Lane inside to Holmes, and Holmes fouled on his way up by Stanislawski. .12:04 to play. Holmes goes to the line. Mo Beavers checks into the ball game for Otterbein. Adam Cheney into the ball game after Holmes misses his first free throw attempt. One more at the line for the sophomore, and he rattles it home. 69-50 your score. 12:04 to play. And the clock not moving there. Now it does jump 3 seconds down to 12:01. Officials calling timeout over near the scorer's table. And Adam Cheney will inbound at midcourt. So we'll resume play there. Under 12 minutes to play. Stanislawski over to Cheney. Gurley, defended by Galaska. Over to Stanislawski in the right corner. No good. Rebounded out to Galaska. Patrick over to Galaska. Through the lane. Try to get it to Holmes inside. A loose ball picked up by Parker. Gurley now across the logo. Gurley driving against Galaska. Puts up the shot. No shot. He's fouled before the shot. And it'll be Mountain Union ball on the baseline.
No choice but to foul right there. Take by Colin Gurley.
Devin Burris checks into the ball game for Otterbein and for Anthony Holmes. Stanislawski inbounds to Cheney. Now hand off to Stanislawski. Pushes against Lane, and Lane standing his ground to draw that offensive foul.
Extended his elbow there a little bit too much by Stanislawski. A nice job by Bryson Lane, really putting his body on the line.
11:20 to play here in the second half. 19-point lead for Mount Union. Their largest lead has been 20. Patrick going to work against Cheney, and he connects on the jumper.
Not much more Adam Cheney can do right there. Great finish by Dallas Patrick.
Gurley pulls up for a three. He got it on the assist from Stanislawski. Beavers pump fakes Newsom. Now in the corner. Out to Lane. Lane over to Burris. Burris now over to Patrick. Up top to Lane. Lane pulls up for three. No good. Rebounded out to Beavers. Cross court. Trying to get it to Patrick. Stolen away by Cheney. Cheney finds Parker, who is fouled on the shot by Patrick on that fast break. And so Parker will go to the line. Just 5 points on the night for the freshman.
Nice active hands right there by Adam Cheney, and great job running the floor by Christian Parker. And on the possession before, you can never leave Colin Gurley that wide open from the three-point line. He's going to kill you almost every time.
Parker connects on the first as Michael McKenzie checks into the ball game for Otterbein along with Jake Justice. Parker cannot connect on the second, and Cheney fouls Burris on the rebound. And so Otterbein will have it. Down 21, the largest lead of the night for Mount Union. 10:25 to play. Patrick on the left wing, defended by Cheney. Now gives the lane back to Patrick. Patrick driving through the paint. Patrick, the jumper is good. And a timeout called from Otterbein. 73-54. Mount Union leads with 10:13 to play. Not much changing in this ball game, really. I mean, Mount Union playing their style of offense. They got 73 already. Can easily break 90 tonight if they want to. But I think they're just not playing the way I think Mike Feline wants on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're being a little bit sloppy here on the defensive end in the second half, really not playing with the same intensity that they did on the first half, and I think that is causing Feline a lot of frustrations, but offensively speaking, there's nothing to complain about right now. They're playing great team basketball on the offensive end. Just defensively, they need to match the energy on the defensive end as to what Otterbein's putting out on the offensive end.
Yeah, Mount Union shooting 53% from the field, 47% from behind the arc. They're 10-21. Otterbein shooting 46% from the field. Not a great three-point shooting team, 4-15. But they do have 14 turnovers, and that is, I think, really what's killing Otterbein. You look at the points off of turnovers, 19 points off of turnovers for the Raiders.
Yeah, whenever you're playing a team like Mount Union that's as explosive as they are on offense, you want to limit their offensive possessions, not simply hand them possessions on offense, which that's what Otterbein's done really tonight by all these really unfortunate turnovers on their end.
19-point lead for Mount Union. They have Stanislawski, Cheney, Newsom, Gurley, and Parker all on the floor right now. Halfway through the second half, 10 minutes to play. Gurley defended by Justice. Hand off to Stanislawski, defended by Lane. Stanislawski gives it up to Gurley for three. No good, and Parker is there to put back the miss and make it a 21-point lead. Bryson Lane on the other end here for Otterbein. Defended by Stanislawski. Over to Burris, now over to Justice. Back to Burris for a three. No good. Rebound out to Gurley, who saves it from going out of bounds. Gives it to Cheney. Cheney pulls up for three, and he got it. Adam Cheney now with 8 points on the night.
Great transition basketball right there by Mount Union. A very nice rhythm three-pointer for Adam Cheney.
Patrick behind the back, loses the ball, picked up by Cheney. Cheney driving on the baseline, call for the offensive foul drawn by Dallas Patrick.
Great job on the defensive end by Adam Cheney, just a little bit out of control there on the offensive end.
78-54 lead for Mount Union. They've opened this lead up. Going to be extremely tough for the Cardinals to come back in this one.
Yeah, definitely when you're playing with the offensive firepower that Mount Union has right now and defensively starting to pick it up a little bit more, it's definitely going to be hard for Otterbein to come back in this game.
And you watch this team out here tonight, Jacob, and you don't even really recognize that we haven't seen Braden Poole tonight.
Yeah, and that just shows the depth of this squad right now, and really that was a question mark for me coming into this season, but Mountain Union has answered all those questions for me, especially here tonight.
Patrick pulls up for three, and he got it in the face of Andrew Pucci, who has recently checked into the ball game for Mountain Union, the freshman guard from Marlington. Gurley over to Newsom. Newsom flying through, finds Parker, and another offensive foul called, this time against Newsom, drawn by Anthony Holmes.
And Anthony Holmes did a great job of really taking that contact. He was really there, so that is the right call right there by the referees.
78-57, 8:15 to play. Galaska over to Routson now, over to Holmes. Hand off to Routson, inside Holmes, tipped away by Parker, but it's picked up by Justice. Justice in the lane, blocked by Parker on the shot. Christian Parker making his presence known on the defensive end.
Great activity right there by Christian Parker. Active hands almost got him the steal, but an even better block on the defensive side.
And Stanislavski loses his dribble, loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover there for the Raiders. Bryson Lane and Mo Beavers check back into the ball game for Otterbein. Galaska defended by Gurley. Finds Patrick, top of the key, defended by Pucci. Galaska thought about a three, gives it up to Lane. And Lane trying to get it to Galaska, but he throws it cross court and out of bounds. No one can save it. Miscommunication from the Cardinals and another turnover. That's 16 turnovers on the night for Otterbein.
And that could be right there, Brendan. This is only their second game of the season, so they're trying to knock some of the rust off right now.
Newsom over to Gurley. Gurley almost loses the ball from Patrick. Picks it up. Gurley and to Pucci. Pucci puts up the shot. Fouled hard. Hitting the floor. He's definitely going to go to the line to shoot two. Officials talking it over. Foul called against Mo Beavers. And I think they call a technical foul.
Yeah, when you have a foul as hard as that one right there, Brendan, it's hard to not be a flagrant foul call.
Second foul of the night for Mo Beavers, and Andrew Pucci has the line all to himself, but misses the first. And cannot hit the second. The freshman from Marlington. Fifth appearance on the night, on the season rather. So the score remains 78-57. Parker misses his first shot, but gets his own rebound and puts it up and in.
Christian Parker once again making his presence felt down low. Can't make it on the first time, but great job staying active and getting the second chance points.
Patrick. Stolen away by Newsom, trying to get it to Lane. Newsom, other end, throws it down! Darrell Newsom putting the exclamation points on this one.
Took the words out of my mouth right there, Brendan. Exclamation point on a great night for Darrell Newsom.
Lane gives it up to Justice, who finds Holmes in the lane, and Holmes with the floater to make it 82-59. That Newsom dunk, just kind of the style of this Raiders team. Getting the steal and then making sure you finish.
Playing with a lot of confidence.
And now Parker draws the and one. He'll go to the line and shoot one more. And now this one just getting out of hand.
Once again, another great move by Christian Parker in the low post. And I don't know about you, Brendan, but to me, Christian Parker does not play like your traditional freshman here.
Parker finishes the three-point play and makes it 85-59. Really, Jacob, none of these freshmen playing like freshmen. You got Adam Cheney, Christian Pucci out there on the floor right now. Jonah McCartney we've seen. Just incredible depth on this team from the underclassmen.
It's just incredible confidence that Mike Feuline has in these guys, and his confidence in these freshmen really give the freshmen confidence to go out there and perform like all the veterans do on this team.
5:43 to play here. And Andrew Keller, a sophomore guard from Riverside, checks in for Stanislavski. He'll lead the point guard duties, and Keller going right to the basket. Can't hit the layup. Rebounded by Patrick. Lane over to Justice in the corner for three. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Newsom. We will stay with Otterbein. Andrew Keller, a freshman last year, did not see any playing time. Patrick, the jumper on the baseline, fouled by Newsom. So Patrick will go to the line to shoot two. Good on the first. Patrick has a team high 24 points. And he makes a second to get 25 on the night. And that, again, is a game high. Keller, defended by Lane, right wing, gives it up to Parker. Parker over to Gurley. Finds Parker inside. Parker. Layup is good. Christian Parker has 15 on the night. Makes it 87-61 Mount Union.
Nice roll by Christian Parker right there, and a great find for Colin Gurley.
And Lane going on the baseline. Draws the foul and gets the shot. Double teamed in there by both Pucci and Parker. And foul going against Pucci. So Bryson Lane closing in on Patrick here with 21 will go to the line to finish the three-point play. And he cannot. Free throw no good. Keller will bring it up the floor for the Raiders. Keller over to Pucci. Pucci inside of Parker. Back out to Pucci. 4-3. No good. Rebounded out to Justice. Lane finds Patrick on the other end. Patrick backing down Newsom, and the layup is good. 27 on the night for Dallas Patrick.
Dallas Patrick and Bryson Lane sure are not going to be the reason why Otterbein loses this game tonight, Brendan.
They have both been stellar as Keller finds Pucci, who finds Keller, and Keller, excuse me, Parker now has 17 on the night with that baby hook, makes it 89-65. Holmes, handoff to Lane, and Parker trying to pick Bryson Lane's pocket on that one, but he gets called for the foul. Yeah, I don't know about that.
That looked like a very clean one to me, Brendan. Might have got his arm a little bit, but I don't think that's enough to draw the foul.
Definitely. I don't know what else you want Christian Parker to do on that one.
It's just great defense, just an unfortunate result right there.
So Bryson Lane will go to the free throw line here for two and makes the first. Aiden Hanasak checking into the ball game for Darrell Newsom, and Newsom's night finishes with 18 points. Lane connects on both free throws to bring the score to 89-67. Keller, defended by Lane. Now defended by Holmes. Over to Hanasak, who finds Parker underneath, and Parker fouled by Dallas Patrick. Rather, Anthony Holmes on the foul. Daniel Lout into the ball game for Colin Gurley. Colin Gurley's night is done with 14 points. Keller inbounds to Parker. Now over to Keller in the corner. Keller driving baseline. The shot is good. What a nice layup there and drive from Andrew Keller.
Great way to attack the baseline right there by Andrew Keller. A nice finish on the offensive end.
Galaska defended by Hanasak, and we'll get an offensive foul called against Anthony Holmes. Donovan Morris checking into the ball game for Mount Union. So Christian Parker's night is done. So you got Daniel Lau, Andrew Keller, Christian Pucci, Aiden Hamsack, and Donovan Morris all out on the floor right now for Mount Union. A young lineup, and Mike Feline trying to get as many off the bench here tonight.
It's great to see these guys out on the court right now. They can really find themselves fighting for minutes if they perform well in the end of this game.
Hanasak pulls up for three. Aiden Hanasak on the scoreboard.
That's what you love to see right there. Great movement off the screen, and Aiden Hanasak drains the three-pointer.
And Pucci trying to go for the steal. 94-67. 2:55 to play in this one still. Burris over to McKenzie. Now over to Galaska. McKenzie driving against Pucci. And McKenzie, shot no good. Rebounded by Burris. Burris blocked from behind by Morris, but it's actually going to get called for the foul. They're going to call Aiden Hanasak on the foul. And Devin Burris will go to the line to shoot for Otterbein. Makes the first. No good on a second, rebounded by Morris. 94-68. 2.5 to play here in regulation. Morris driving through. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Hanasak, and Hanasak finishes with the offensive rebound and makes it 98-68.
Aiden Hanasak, great job on the offensive glass, making his presence known here.
Galaska inside. This is Eddie Anders. Can't hit. Rebound out of bounds and off of Galaska's leg. 96-68, 2:04 to play. We have garbage time here in Alliance. Morris trying to find someone. Finds Hanasak for a three off the right end. And rebound goes to Otterbein. Otterbein has pretty much emptied their bench as well. This is a long three from Anders. No good. Rebounded by Keller, and Keller is fouled on the rebound by Devin Burris. That's the third on Burris tonight. And Raiders in the bonus, so that immediately sends Keller to the free throw line. Elijah Cobb entering the ball game here for Christian Pucci. Elijah Cobb, the junior guard from St. Peter's and Mansfield. Keller knocks down the first one, so he'll have one more. And cannot hit the second, rattles out. So Otterbein will bring it up the floor here with Galaska. Cobb saw minutes in the 109-82 win over BW. A three here from McKenzie, no good. Rebounded by Mount Union, but then it's stolen away by Burris, and Burris throws it down. Other end here for Hanasak. Hanasak pulls up for three. No good off the front end, rebounded by McKenzie. A minute to play here in the ball game. McKenzie, other end, blocked by Keller. Keller irritates the other shot, rebounded by Hanasak.
Great contest right there by Andrew Keller.
Hanasak gives it up to Lout, who brings it up top to Morris, and Morris will slow things down here. Now goes to work, flies through the lane and lays it up and in. Donovan Morris, the freshman from Walsh Jesuit. Other end here for Anders, and Anders nails down a three to make it 99-70. Raiders have a shot clock and a chance to break 100 for the second time this year. And Morris might just dribble out this shot clock and draw the shot clock violation. And here, usually you have that applause, but you can't have it. And there is the shot clock violation with, actually, that was just gonna end this one. No, they're gonna put one more second on the clock here. Burris will inbound in front of the scorers table to finish this one. Mount Union moves to 5-0 on the season. They've won 24 straight games dating back to last year, and the number 2 team in the country proves why they're right where they are in that top 10. And another huge performance here from everyone wearing the white and purple.
Everybody steps up in this game and everybody fills their role, and that's the key to success there for Mount Union. Darrell Newsom led all scorers with 18 points, but there was also a lot of strong contributions from players like Christian Parker. Colin Gurley had himself a great game. Ethan Stanislavski had a nice game as well. Really, everybody stepped up in a great way here tonight, and this is just a great team win for the Purple Raiders.
Well, next up is Heidelberg for Mount Union next weekend. They'll be home next Friday against Heidelberg, and then on the road next Saturday down in Tiffin. We'll have the Friday night game for you here on 91.1 WRMU, and then we will have the women's team on Saturday night. Women's team right now down in Columbus taking on Otterbein, trying to make it 2 in a row, and they're currently en route to another win, up by 6 with a minute to play in that one. So I don't know what else you can really say. I mean, you saw a lot of garbage time here, getting everyone off the bench. The number 2 team in the country, just continuing that win streak.
Exactly, just continuing right where they left off, right how they have been playing all game, all year. They just trust their system so well. They just run it to perfection. Defensively, they've had themselves a great ball game as well. And Mount Union, if they continue to play like this win streak's not going to be stopping anytime soon.
99-73, your final score here tonight from Alliance. Mount Union over Otterbein. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Brady Pierce, as always, our board out tonight back in Studio A. Thank you to Will Brienza, the sports director for 91.1 WRMU, for putting this broadcast together for all of you. From Jacob Butar, I'm Brendan Deviney. The Raiders, another win tonight. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.